messages. No messages for me? No messages from Jack? No messages from Olga? No messages from anyone? Well, fine. I don't need anyone anyway. Yes, I do. I need you. Oh, I'm going out of my mind, Mom. What did I think I was doing? Running off to Ohio at a time like this to make a point. You always anchored me. You always nagged me. And now I don't have anybody to nag me. And I hate it. I hate it, Mom. I know you want me to be happy. I know that, and I'm trying. I really am. Unfortunately, the only thing that I can think of is more tricks to get Jack to come back here with me where he belongs.
Trust yourself. Do what's best for you. And you'll find the right answer, believe me.
You always did know the right thing to say.
No use making excuses why I left Pigeon Hollow when you were a little girl. Why get into all that? I just don't want you to blame Dell for what I did.
You brush off the past like it was nothing. You don't even bother to say you're sorry.
Would it make a difference if I did? I don't think so. The only thing that counts now is saving Dell's life. Dixie, Dell is your brother. Now, you can pretend that he's not kin as much as you want, but it's not true. There's a blood bond there, and Dell feels it. Well, he hasn't come right out and said this to me, but he loves you.
You can tell that, can you?
I know that boy inside out and upside down. The other day, he stood up to me for the first time in his life, and you know why? Because of you, his sister. He won't let anybody say a harsh word about you. Even when you refused to help him, he didn't hold that against you. You know, it takes a lot of love for a brother to understand a thing like that. Dell loves you.
He knows the decision was mine. It's my choice. Not his, not yours.
I wonder what Will would have done if you turned him down like that. Poor Will. Whether you believe it or not, seeing him buried here makes my heart ache. Makes me think of a rhyme that Bessie used to say. Bad, sad, happy or glad. Go to bed hungry, but don't go to bed mad. 'Cause you're never sure if you're gonna wake up in the morning. Say it right?
Yes.
You know, next year, you might be putting flowers on two brothers' graves. You think about that, Dixie.
Honey, I gotta make a phone call. Okay. Yes, information. Could I have the number of the Greenbrier Correctional Facility, please? Janet, Kendall, Jane.
Listen, Jane. I know we can't immediately forget what went on between us, but we gotta try.
I agree.
I'm a married man.
I know.
And I'm happy to say that Opal and I have reconciled.
Well, that's great, but that...
But nothing at all. Last night, you said that you have a man of your own to worry about. And you also promised that for the sake of Trevor and for the sake of Opal, you would keep quiet.
I can't help this. It's not my fault.
Well, it's nobody's fault, really. No, not. It's just a nasty twist of fate. Cupid's arrow just gone awry. But we have to forget it bury it, and forget it. Now, to that end, Jane, with all due respect, I have to ask you to go.
You don't get it, do you, Palmer?
Now, before Opal walks in.
Listen to me. I want to keep this as quiet as you do, but there is a problem. Somebody else already knows we slept together.
Mad, glad, happy, or sad. Go to bed hungry, don't go to bed mad. Hi.
I'm sorry.
Why don't you go first?
No, you go first.
I think I went first last time.
Well, you can go first again.
Okay, well, I want to apologize. I was way out of line. I overreacted like crazy. I should never have accused you of using underhanded tactics. I'm just very sorry.
You were inhuman.
Yeah, I was kind of, wasn't I? But you were great this morning. I mean, you had a civilized conversation with Laura without scratching your eyes out. You handled a very awkward situation with great tact. And I just want to thank you a lot.
You're welcome. Well, I suppose Laura said a lot of things about me after I left.
Nothing bad.
Really?
No. Nothing bad at all. But now it's your turn.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
I said I was sorry.
Yes, but for what thing or things are you sorry?
You want to hear me admit that you were right. Fine, fine. You were about this much right about last night, Jack. Really, my trip to Ohio was 99% romantic inspiration and about 1% me subconsciously staking claim to you.
Well, you subconsciously drove the Erica Kane flag deeply into my chest with a silver stake.
I am who I am, Jack.
I know. And I love who you are. I accept you for all your complications and with all your contradictions, but you have got to accept me.
I do.
You see, I'm a parent now, and for instance, if Lily's doctor were to call and say that I needed to get back to that hospital, I'd have to go pretty much like that, quick.
I understand. I really do understand. But that doesn't mean that I really have to like it.
Well said, well said. Now, what do you say we just forget all about it and kind of pick up where we left off, which I think was Erica's fantasy number 8, the barrister. Remember?
I think that you need to remind me exactly where we were.
Thank you.
Just one more call, okay?
Hello? Is this Greenbrier Correctional Facility?
Mommy?
Just a minute, honey.
I'd like to speak to somebody about an inmate.
Mommy?
Her name is Janet Green. Well, G-R-E-E-N.
Mommy?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to call you back. What's the matter, honey? Oh, you dropped your hippo. Here it is. Do you like it?
Pretty lady.
Yeah, Erica is pretty. But you know, there's a lot more to life than being pretty. There's more important things. There's kindness and compassion and friendship. Things that last.
You can say that again.
Someone saw us? Who? How?
I'm scared to tell you.
I want to know right now, I insist.
Trevor's mother-in-law, Wilma Marlowe.
That old shrew's back in town?
Yes. I forgot to tell you in the heat of the moment, but she was going to pick me up after work at the chicken shack, and apparently she did come, and she saw us together, and that's not all. She's threatening to tell. Opal and Trevor and anybody who will listen.
This isn't the first time that old she-wolf has tried to blackmail me.
Really? For what?
Never mind, never mind. It was years ago.
Well, then you know she means business.
Whom has she told?
Nobody, just me, I guess. She told me to tell you.
Oh, I see, I see. How much does she want, Jane?
More than I have. I don't have anything.
How much, Jane?
You promise you won't hate me if I tell you? $150,000, cold, hard cash, or your marriage is finished.
Tonight, when Tim gets a chance to be partners in a hardware store, Jill nails him. That leaves Al to take over on Home Improvement, followed by Grace Under Fire.